Hi everyone. In this series of tutorials, I'll be looking at how to use MuseScore 4 in education. Today, we'll start off with the basics of using MuseScore to set up a music theory or music literacy test. But these techniques will also be useful for adding excerpts into research essays and other applications, I'm sure. So I'll start with some notes in a MuseScore project and a document in MS Word, or your preferred non-Microsoft Word processor. I'm using a template that I previously set up, which we'll look into in another video, because this setup can save a lot of time and make everything look neat and uniform. For now, we want to get our music from MuseScore into MS Word. In MuseScore 3, there was a little camera icon up here that we could use to select an area and turn it into a graphic. Now, MuseScore 4 hasn't got that implemented yet, which is a great pity because I really love that feature. However, we can definitely make it work with MuseScore 4 just by using the built-in functions on Windows and on Mac. So I'll use the screenshot function. That's Windows Shift and S on PC, or Command Shift and 4 on Mac. Then drag the area that you want, and that gets copied to the clipboard. And now we can paste it in on this table template where we want it, and adjust the size if we need to. For small areas like this, it's a good idea to zoom in pretty much as possible. You can see how the quality remains really sharp and clear with MuseScore even when we zoom in. Whereas if I'm working at this level and I take another screenshot, that's Windows Shift and S again, and that's copied to the clipboard, then we put that on the next line and I make it the same size, we can see what a difference in quality we have between these two different versions. So it's definitely a good idea to get the best quality you can out of MuseScore by zooming in. And I'm sure a big screen helps here too. Now, of course, our question says add the correct time signature, and the time signature is already there. So let's go back into MuseScore. I'll zoom in with Control and mouse wheel. And this goes for anything in MuseScore. I can hide anything just by selecting it and pressing V. A very, very useful feature. As we see, though, it's not really hidden, or it's hidden when we print, but taking a screenshot, it's still there. Luckily, we have these tabs up here, and the Properties tab, we can hide invisible marks, so that 4.4 has gone away. And while I'm here, I'm also going to hide the formatting and the frames, just to make sure that everything is really clean and neat and how I want to see it. There isn't really enough space here for the time signature, so I can just drag this first note a little bit away and make sure that there's an obvious space there for the time signature. Then again, screenshot, screen grab, and paste it in, and adjust the size. Fantastic. Fill in the missing rests to complete the bars. Well, down here I have rests. I've also got a bar number, which I don't want, so I'll hide that with V, and then I'll hide these rests. Again, just sometimes needing to adjust some of these notes to make it obvious that there should be something in there. Screenshot that. Paste it in. That, of course, is Control V for the pasting. Right, now we have name the following notes. And down here I have a whole bunch of, again, I'll just hide this. I have a whole bunch of different notes in treble clef and in bass clef that I want the students to name. But it's looking a little confusing with this bass clef here in the middle somewhere. I could have just written the bass clef notes here on a separate line and done all the hiding. However, let's see another feature that MuseScore has. So I'll click on this bar where the bass clef first starts. I'll go to my palettes and layout. From here I'll go to this insert horizontal frame, and that now separates these two out. So I'll do it there again just for neatness. Then I don't have to worry about being absolutely perfect with the edge of where I'm screen grabbing. Finally, this one, this extra bass clef is giving a warning that that's coming. We don't want that for our students. They can just see that because it's separated. However, these notes are a bit cramped for naming the notes. So what I'm going to do is make some extra space. I'll click on this bar line and press enter, which sends those bars to the next line, and now these are a bit more spread out. Now I can zoom in again and screenshot those. And I really like the way that Microsoft Word makes the music fit into the space that you've got. It's a fantastic feature. Those are the basics. Next time we'll get into a few more advanced features that are going to help your tests look fantastic.